Where do I start from? State police. Now, this is the third time that the National Economic Council, the NEC, chaired by the Vice President of Nigeria, will postpone the issue of state police. November 2024, we were told that 36 states minus the FCT joined later, because it enjoys the status of a state and supported the idea of state police. Now, in February, the NEC was again supposed to meet. They said they were too busy, they could not discuss state police. In April, now they could not discuss state police. Now, Governor Doyediri of Bayelsa State has now promised us that this subject will be discussed at a later date. Now, all of this should be seen within the context of the security challenges we face in Nigeria, either in Benue or Plateau, or the resurgence of hostilities and banditry and insurgency in Borno State. And that was why when the president returned from his 19-day trip abroad, he immediately called a meeting of the security chiefs, service chiefs, and he gave them their marching orders. Now, which means that the challenge of insecurity is very important. All the governors, including the governor of Kaduna State, Ibas Sani, including the governor of Benue State, Yasin Talia, including the governor of Borno State, Professor Zulum, they have been saying, yes, as responsible persons, they will naturally want to protect their people, but the Constitution does not give them the powers. And the argument from the 2014 National Political Conference has been that state police can empower these state governors to have more power so that they don't have to depend on a centralized Nigeria police force to be able to address insecurity in their state. So I think it's an important subject that needs to be addressed. And for as long as we keep postponing it, we're just postponing a serious reality that we should face. President Tinubu himself, as governor of Lagos State, I'm not making this up, this is not from Google, I was here. He defended state police. He defended the idea of federalism. In fact, he was a champion for true federalism, as he called it. In fact, he wrote a book on it. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a responsibility to address some of these core legacy issues that he had always defended in writing, in speeches, in terms of his contributions to public debate. That is the point about state police. It's an idea whose time has come that cannot go away. And I will summarize now. I think the more political issue yesterday was this story that came out about Vice Admiral Ibok Ibas, the sole administrator of Rivers State, shunning the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives House Committee, had established an oversight committee, and they invited, we're told, on April 15, the sole administrator of Rivers State to appear before the House of Representatives on April 17, and he shunned them. Look, that House of, in fact, the National Assembly, they should call for the arrest of the sole administrator of Rivers State. On what authority is he going further to assault the Constitution of Nigeria? In the first place, his appointment is not known to the Constitution. The president quoted Section 305. We said that that appointment of a sole administrator is not known to the Constitution. Under the Constitution of Nigeria, Ibok Ibas does not enjoy immunity because he is not an elected representative of the Nigerian people. That's why the National Assembly can call for his immediate arrest for refusing to follow the dictates of the Constitution of Nigeria. Section 11, sub 4 thereof. Section 11, sub 4 of the 1999 Constitution says that it is the National Assembly that will oversight any state where there is no elected governor. In the Gazette, proclaimed by the president, he said he will give directives to the sole administrator in Rivers. Well, we don't know what directives the president has given the sole administrator. So what the sole administrator is doing in Rivers State is compounding the illegality. And that's why we insist that a resolution should be passed by the National Assembly, condemning him, inviting him again, and if he continues with his impunity and disrespect for constituted authority, I repeat the phrase, constituted authority. They should call for his arrest. He does not enjoy immunity under Section 309 of the Constitution. I raised my case this morning.
Thank you very much for the robust analysis on